I'm back! If being popular means getting kicked off of YouTube for almost a month now, being suspended by Facebook and Instagram almost daily, getting at least 4 or 5 hate messages every goddamn day, well, then I'll take it.
Get a job, be a slave, pay your taxes, what the fuck?
Being popular in this day and age is like screaming in a tunnel and hearing your own voice cheering you on. It's like going to a circle jerk and having to perform triple duty. If being woke popular or being cool is driving all by yourself with a goddamn mask on, well, that shit's not for me. Nope, I've got too much common sense, reason, and empathy rolling around in my noggin to give a flying crap about being a woke, popular, fake-ass hypocrite. If I truly gave a shit about being popular, I would just dive into the pool of status quo like a lot of these blue Kool-Aid-infused mask-wearing zombies that have been comfortably swimming in for a very, very long time. Too afraid to speak out against the mob, afraid to be labeled something that you're not because you have independent thoughts and reason rolling around in your noggin, too afraid to question the lies and hypocrisy because you want the approval of the status quo ass puppets. Does that sound like you? Look, it's easy to be popular in a world full of ass kissers. It's easy to fit in with everything that everyone else has to say and agree with everything that everyone else has to say, even when it's morally wrong. And apparently, it's popular to live in a lubricated echo chamber. No, screw that shit. In the immortal words of some non-binary space god that identifies as a middle-aged pygmy woman from Uganda, why fit in when you are born to stand out? Look, the very last thing that beautiful Mother Earth needs right now is more order takers, followers, and blind acolytes to the corporate government media establishment. Don't do it. You fucking do it. This beautifully diamond-shaped world needs more warriors of truth. We don't need more flux victims, virtue signaling, morally bankrupt fates of fuckery, flooding the world with blue tears. You see, eat, and drink their lies every day. It makes you sick, but still you say nothing. This does not make you a hero. You are not doing your part by being compliant. Your hands are not clean of the blood or smoke of the world burning. Thing is, if I truly gave a flying fuck about what people think or say about me, I wouldn't put myself out there every goddamn day as a target. I wouldn't talk about things that you're not supposed to talk about. Speaking out and exposing lies, it's not easy, it's not comfortable, and does not make you popular, but it will put you on the right side of history. It's easy to ignore the hate. It's easy to avoid the anger and violence and the scorn of the woke mob. It's easy to pretend that you are something that you're not, that you support something that you know is causing so much chaos, destruction, and hate. If being popular means spitting on the graves of the men and women that fought for your freedom, the men and women that fought for your right to be a bunch of self-centered, self-indulgent, virtue-signaling ass puppets sucking on the government's titty for milk money, no. That shit's not for me. That's just not for me, man. I'm gonna catch the next one. Look, it's easy to be popular. Anybody can toe the line and stay blind to the truth that they see every single day. It takes somebody of strong will to stand up and say no more. It's easy to stay silent to the horrors committed by people that claim that all of this violence, hate, and division is in the name of unity, and wait for it, peace. It's easy to just sit back and watch the world burn and pray that the flames die down before they reach you and your family. It's easy to pretend that you can't already feel the heat of the flames and the misplaced anger at your door. It's easy to pretend that you are morally superior when you suppress the truth. It's easier to kiss the boot heel than it is to kick it. And it sure as hell is a lot easier to swallow a lie than to speak the truth. You've got to understand that your silence only strengthens and emboldens the mob. You've got to see that they don't want unity. They only want your compliance. They want your blind obedience. They want you on your knees. And you've got to get it through your thick-ass noggins that they will never, ever, ever take anything less than you on your knees, and never, ever apologize to the morally corrupt and hypocritical mob. Free speech, it's almost a thing of the past. Blatant censorship is now the new norm. Cancel culture rules the land, and hypocrisy is our new lord and master. This is what your popularity brings with compliance. It's easy to bury your head in the sand and pretend that this new onslaught of violence for socialism or communism is a good thing. It's easy and a lot more comfortable to pretend that Agenda 2030, or formerly known as Agenda 21, or the Great Reset is just a conspiracy theory, even though our leaders have outright said and called for it. they did that. It's easy to pretend that the Kung Fu flu is anything other than the flu. It's easy to pretend that this is about your health. It's even easier to believe that your government actually gives a flying crap about your health. It's even easier to believe that your freedoms are nothing more than a privilege given to you by your government and unelected health officials. It's easy to pretend impopular to sell your soul to the socialist mob in the hopes that they won't turn on you, or even worse, that they will help further your career. It's easy to explain away all the unspeakable acts of violence and terrorism in the pursuit of, wait for it, unity. But when you knowingly see and hear things that are contrary to what you really believe in and say nothing, you are not only a coward, but an ass puppet. Anyone can swallow the blue pill these days. There are literally no requirements other than wearing a helmet, getting a Bill Gates-approved vaccine with a microchip, wearing 2 dirty-ass bacteria-filled masks, and drinking lots of soy, and having a very, very low sperm count. Believe everything and question nothing. You got the blue pill. Look, fuckers, there are only 2 things in this world that you can control: who you are and how you treat other people. So always be you, even if it's not popular. To me, that is a true sign of strength. Well, that's it for me. I am Sean Bartholomew Strife Esquire, and join me next time. We'll talk about more things that will make a snowflake melt. And hey, don't be a helmet-wearing, bubble-wrap-loving, crayon-eating, safe space-addicted, blue Kool-Aid-infused, mask-wearing, reality-impoverished zombie and smash the shit out of that subscribe button.